location is locked, rotate device back.
It's locked where it's at, right?
Yes, I
We
don't know.
hope we're doing this right. I should get my laptop and check. Kathy, get on Pine Needles on your YouTube and see if it
I don't know.
looks correct. Just go onto YouTube and find us. Anyway,
I don't have.
while Kathy checks that to make sure everything's running right, we'll get started. We're going to wait for just a minute. We may have to redo this, but Kathy's going to see if she can see if we're live. Have you found us? Okay. Okay. She says it's working. We're live.
Okay.
They've got the rookies running the show.
I
here
know.
today. So, I'm sure Shannon's in New York going, why didn't Sandy get the video?
Done on
Yeah.
time.
I was going to do it Friday. I was still so sick on Friday. I was like, I just can't do it. And then yesterday I was like, no, I'm just gonna go. We're just gonna go live.
Yeah.
We're just gonna wing it.
That's what it works.
So that's what we're doing. So let's see. What are we gonna talk about?
I don't know, new stuff or
What are
like-
you working on?
I just finished the Primrose Cottage, the cross stitch, the stitching Quaker.
Yes.
Like Sandy told me yesterday that she needs somebody here, so I went home and
Oh, you did your finishing.
finished it. We're finishing it on Chantel's 1401 her board that it's
What, the everything board? Is that
everything
right?
board,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's the medium size, so we still need to finish this, but it should be.
Yep. It's gonna be
kind of
cute.
like that. So
I love that series.
I know
So
the
cute.
colors and
Yeah.
stitching. I have addiction with stitching
Yes, you
things and
do.
stuff. So
Yes, you do.
thanks for letting me
So
do
cute.
this.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anytime.
yeah.
I'm gonna stitch some of the most complex stitching we've got, like
Well,
that.
I don't think.
Well,
it's
the
complex,
witch.
so-
That was a lot of stitching.
I don't know. I enjoy it.
But anyway, and then she lets us hang it here, and it's so nice.
It makes me like whenever I watch TV,
Mhm.
which like by the
Yeah.
stitching you can see how much that is.
Yeah.
It makes me not feel as guilty.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
So yeah, what you've been up to?
So we talked before about the lollies from Jen Kingwell. So some people might think these are really odd, but I think they're really fantastic.
They're fun. If you like scrappy projects, you
Yep.
can buy like 8 fabrics with
Yep.
one cut.
With one cut. So what I did was I took a 1/4 yard cut of the different lollies. And we got these foundation papers called the Adamant quilt. So these are the papers that you're making the blocks. And this comes with 100 sheets. This is what I've got done so far.
It's pretty good.
So this is a learning process for me. I've done foundation paper piecing, but this is a little tricky because there is so
And the
much
seams.
bulk at this juncture, and then where your two
So right here.
to the 2 points come together. But after all the blocks and at the end, I think I did so much better on this last row. So just kind of play with your. So at first I brought it in. I'm like, oh guys, what have I done? It's so bulky. They said they suggested that I press open this last seam instead of pressing it over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it
So I
work?
did that. But then I found what worked better was to have one pressed one way
And the other.
and the other as I'm joining my two squares together.
Mhm.
If
And
one
you
was
got
pressed this
little
way and one was pressed
twist.
that way,
Was
then
better.
I got much less bulk right there in that juncture.
Okay.
So, but it's just, I think I'm going to order Jen Kingwell's. She has a book on foundation paper piecing and tips
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff.
That
And
would
I
be
thought, I
good.
think that's, but I just wanted to learn the process and I wanted to use those lollies I'm not making a big quilt.
No, but that looks pretty good.
But-
Even like if you just make a little pillows,
So-
that would be cute.
I think I'm just gonna quilt this like this.
Table
And be
topper.
done. Yep. So.
It's bright and cheerful.
It is bright and cheerful, and you would think all those, I know that, it's not everybody's cup of tea.
No, but I
Because they're really
because-
funky prints, you know, and you throw them all together and
but it works.
it's so cute. But my favorite combination, and I just love orange and pink.
Okay.
I love
so-
orange and pink together. And I think that's why I like this, hand me that bag, Kathy.
Oh, the
Animal. I think that's one of the reasons I'm so attracted to this collection is it has
the orange and
that
pinks.
orange and pinks.
I know
you
lots
know.
of different prints of it.
Yeah. And even though it has some purple, I love it in this context.
It works.
Oh, absolutely. So, and this, if you haven't, we have this
Webbing.
webbing in different prints. I've reordered it in. I think we got back in stock this
Yes.
monthly. But it's a great webbing for these bags.
It's very nice,
Yeah.
and not have to cover the strap. It's
Yeah,
always
Yeah,
helpful.
saves a little. So, anyway, I'm into these bold, bright, happy. So
I
That-
need to get there.
Yeah. that was my trial and error. So if anyone wants to try these Jen King roll papers and watch till the end, because that's going to be our giveaway. I'm going to give away part of my pack of papers
Okay.
with some lollies for you to give it a try. So
Nice.
watch for that. We just started a new club that we are offering. So, well, it hasn't started yet. It starts the 15th of June, so you can register now. And it is, if you go to our website, you go to subscriptions,
Mhm.
and then under there you'll see. And it is called the Woolen Sheep Monthly Blanket through the year. So there are 12 different blankets. This is the one for July. So you make your sheet. So you'll get, with the registration fee, you get, that includes all of your fabric and pattern for your sheet. Okay? And it's all 100% wool. And then you'll get, the first month, we'll charge for this block. So
Okay.
on your first month, you're gonna get your sheet, pattern, wool
First
and
month.
everything, buttons, anything I use. If I use buttons on the blanket, like there's a little button here and then there's some beads, those will also be included in your, so. And this is all wool applique. You can do hand, you can do machine, you can embellish it as much or as little as you
Sure,
like.
whatever you like
Yeah.
to do.
So they're really fun. There's 12 different patterns. So you'll get the pattern and the wool to complete each monthly blanket. I think it's kind of fun.
She's cute.
Yeah.
Or he, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. And I put in mine, so I've got it stuffed. Up here is just regular stuff.
With the poly.
And then in the bottom, I have the poly pellets. Kathy, are you seeing if you can find one of those?
I think they were in the
I think they're
kids'
in the
room.
kids area. We'll show you what those look like, but it gives it that weight
To
so that
stand
it stands up on its own. But just a little shelf, a shelf for on your couch or
up.
whatever.
And the couch will work like it's a pillow.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
If
So-
you don't have pets who like your couch and little kids.
There you go. Yeah. Wouldn't put it on my couch, my little Leo would be. Yeah, Kathy's gonna bring you all the parts. So these I use for stuffing anything I want some weight. in.
Yeah.
I've stuffed cross stitch pillows with it and pincushion, whatever. Pincushion's not if it's a pincushion that I'm gonna use, but if it's just for,
Yeah, for
display.
display.
but if I'm stuffing a pincushion I'm gonna use, I use the crushed walnut.
Okay.
What do you use in yours?
Yeah, years ago I bought crushed walnuts from a pet store.
Yep.
So I still have
Yep.
the whole bag.
Called- And when I would buy it, it was called bird litter.
Okay, I don't know, I
And then
think
it said
it's like
bird litter,
crushed
crushed walnut
walnuts,
shells.
but yeah, so.
So you may be able to find it at a pet store. but we also have it here
Yeah, we
in
do.
smaller bags. The pet stores,
It's
yeah.
big.
Like Anna says, you'll have it for a
Yeah.
while.
Especially if you don't make them for a lot,
Yeah.
you know, it's, yeah, you might last you a lifetime.
Yesterday was Memorial Day, and Anna said in the morning, "We're taking a tally of how many people are calling saying,
I
are
don't
you
know if
open?"
Shelly and Abby continued, but
But that was the
phone call of the
phone
day.
call of the day.
Are you guys open?
today? And I did notice that quite a few of the shops were closed.
Yeah,
Most of the quilt shops, I think, in the
I
area.
think we're pretty much the only one open on Memorial Day or
But
holidays.
we're in the village, and the village is open, so we're open.
Yep.
So Emma was kind enough to come into work that day. We got these back in stock. We were out for a while. These are 3 of the little designs. Do they show, Cap? We don't have our little editing to make the big picture like we usually do.
Yeah.
This pattern is called Festive Little Fobs Americana Edition. So there's like, let's see, 3, 6. There's 9 different designs in the pattern. And I just took 3 of them. But I love the little strawberry.
It's so cute. I don't remember, like, where did you get the box? We got
So
some
I know,
last year, the
we
other
put
day.
it out. This was a box that had some little needle cards from France that I had bought at one of the cross stitch
Okay.
markets.
So it was.
And I went this year to see if
order.
they had them, but so it's not
No.
for sale, and I don't have them.
I-
But these
I
are like those little
wonder-
boxes, like
Yeah, I wonder if people can make their own with the
frame pieces. Yeah, I've seen people take just rulers and but yeah, Anna's gonna get our little frame kit.
Yeah, maybe if you're
If
creative,
you're creative.
you can do your own with.
So
this
these
set.
are the little rulers. Same company I think makes these.
It looks like
That
it.
make this. This is
Yeah.
these are from Moda, and they're called Just a Little Box. And these are they make a frame
Mhm.
to go with their projects, but you could use these to make the box. If you wanted to. That's the wrong bottom, but Le Secrets de Marie. I don't know. That's who I bought that from. Anyway, that's a fun little project. I've got some that Pat did upstairs that are some like nautical kind of stuff that I need to get finished. But you can see you can just finish them. However, they use them for like scissor fobs to like actually hang off your scissor.
Yeah.
But we love our bowl fillers, and they're super cute for that. If you have a little bowl. But this is done on 32 count linen, and you do it on something larger.
You can, get the small frames from Hobby Lobby or Michael's.
Yeah, they have
and-
those little
like 2x2 or.
2x2 frames or something.
That'd be
Yeah,
cute
they do
too.
cute. I also thought I'd share, we're kind of Americana-ish right now. Forever in Peace. Now, this is not a new cross stitch by Sweet Wing Studio, but I ordered it back in, but it's so pretty. And it would, so it says, "Forever in peace may you wave." I think, does that show for you? It is such a gorgeous pattern. And this is done using Classic Color Works, 1 Gentle Art and 2 Gentle Art and 1